guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we are doing this look right here for a couple of rock shows. I'm going to see two different bands at two different venues today, this evening, and this is the look I went with the Smashing Pumpkins t-shirt. I feel like I'm kind of matchy-matchy a little bit. Very grunge, very soft gothic glam vibes, soft grunge glam over here. My roots as far as makeup goes, how I always like to do my makeup. And yeah, did a little bit of a halo eye placement, kept things pretty matte and a glowy inner corner. And for this look, we used the Gemini palette. Revisiting it once again, I just really wanted to dig into those greens, and I felt like it worked with the shirt. So yeah, if that interests you and you want to see how I got this look, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know some more looks you would like to see with the Gemini palette, and eventually Gemini too. Alright, on to the makeup. Okay, so today I want to revisit Gemini once again because, I mean, it's a wonderful palette and it's back available at Sephora and on the Melt website. So let's play with it. I have the original one here, but yeah, I want to go in with the shade Leo here, and that'd be kind of the star of the show. And maybe pull in a bit of Mochi, possibly Lorelei. We'll see where things take us. I am wearing a Smashing Pumpkins shirt with these shades going on. So I feel like it kind of ties in and works. We're going a little grunge today. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get started here. I am also trying out a new eye primer. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Eyeliner Primer. It comes in colors, and I don't really know why, because it doesn't really do anything. It's pretty transparent once it goes on the lid. But I have it in the lightest shade here, unless this is supposed to be transparent or something. I don't see a shade listed, but I saw multiple shades at the store. Anyways, I got the lightest one. Yeah, it's pretty transparent. I have put a little bit of concealer just under here to tidy up my brows, but I didn't set it. And it feels ever so slightly tacky. It feels very similar to Milani eye primer, just, you know, a basic eye primer, so it feels like. So anyway, let's go ahead and just dive in here. I'm going to take a bit of Leo on a little lay down brush from Sony Kashuk, and I'm going to really tap that off. And we'll start to pack it on this outer corner. I have a loose idea of what I want to do. We'll see if it works. I'm just going to kind of pull that up and over into the socket. Increase just a bit with what's left on the brush. I'm just really wiggling it right in there, packing it on initially, and kind of pulling it up and out. Kind of making a little bit of a wedge shape, and just going around the edges lightly with whatever's left and blending it over and out. So far, this eyeshadow base is really easy to blend over, so that's nice. I'm going to clean this brush off on a towel and just soften its edges out. Actually, I'm going to take a little blending brush. This is a Sigma Precision Firm Blender, and it's clean. I'm going to come around that edge, soften that up, and pack on a little bit more right here. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. On the little firm blender, I'm going to take a bit of Mochi, come around that edge, and give that something to kind of blend into, and sort of pull that over into the transition here, and crease area, socket line. I feel like I haven't used the greens in this palette in a really long time. I just really kind of wanted to revisit them. A little more Leo. Really tucking that in there. Alright, clean blending brush. Cool. That looks pretty good so far. I'm going to take a little bit more Leo. And I think I'm going to tuck a bit right here. Into the inner corner. Kind of like a halo eye. sure it's visible when the eye is relaxed. And take a bit of mochi. And just pulling it across. Alright, and blending brush. I'm deciding what I want to put on the blank spot. If I want to put anything, I kind of like it blank. Or if we should put a little Luna there, a little mochi there, or if we should go with goals or Gemini. Let's take a little bit of mochi. Kind of sweep that across. You can use that to blend everything together on the lid. There we go. I think that looks really pretty. Nice. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye and I will be right back. And here we are with both eyes. Pretty much done with the eyeshadow portion. Let's see if there's anything I need to tweak. They're a little messy. I'm gonna clean them up. But we've got the bulk of the eyeshadow laid down. Just tidying things up and doing some additional blending. So what I'm gonna do now is throw on a little bit of liner at the lash line. And I've actually used black eyeliner and I've been using brown like crazy for a while. I'm gonna take a little bit of black. This is Cake Pencil from KVD and Trooper. And we're gonna take a little bit of this right at that lash line and just kind of start where the curve of my eye is and come straight out to create some lift. And I'm gonna take a little tiny pencil brush here. I'm gonna smudge that out. This is clean, it's just stained. Because I use it a lot for like doing stuff like this. Alright, and then I'm gonna take a touch of Bonnie, just the matte black, and just pat that over top. Alright, cool. I'll repeat that on the other side. Now we're gonna clean up the under eye area and get any fallout up and tidy up this outer corner, and we're gonna have a nice kind of crisp line there and have a nice little wing. Okay, so we'll take a Q-tip, a couple of Q-tips, and face primer, which is my preferred method of cleaning up fallout, is to use a little bit of face primer wherever that might have ran off to. I usually use one that I'm not a massive fan of, that I'm kind of just trying to use up, like the regular old e.l.f. poreless putty. It's not my favorite, so I just use it to clean up fallout. And I just take a little bit on a Q-tip and then off the back of my hand. And it just works like a magic eraser. You can do this with any type of silicone primer, under eye cream, moisturizer, micellar water, whatever you prefer. This is just my preferred technique. And just swoop. And look at that. Minimal tugging and just get a nice clean line. And just soften that up a bit. There we go. I think when you're working with greens, it's really important to clean up the fallout too, because you don't want yellowy green under there. It can make you look real sickly. You want to have very kind of strategic placement with your greens if that's what you're going for. Now, if you're going for a sickly look or fully grunge look, you know, you do you. I just prefer a little bit strategic placement, even though I am kind of going grungy with it. I don't want it all under here where it can look sallow. Cool, cool, cool. Make sure my wings are even when my eyes are relaxed. I feel like this one's a little bit more lined up with my outer lash line than that one. So I'm going to tidy that up just a bit. There we go. It's a little perfecting. And a little swoop swoop. Right, okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation and all that, and we'll be back to finish this look up in just a second. Alright, foundation is done, concealer and powder. I have used the Perfect Light from Rare Beauty, or not Perfect Light, I keep wanting to call it that. It's the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer from Rare Beauty, and I've used the Incognito Concealer from Wet n Wild, and number 7 Lift and Illuminate powder to set everything down. So we're going to move on to that lower lash line a little bit here. And I'm not gonna put anything in the waterline just because it irritates my eyes to do that. And I'm gonna take a little flat brush, and I think we're gonna take a little bit of Leo on one side of that brush, tap it off, and we're gonna tuck that right here and come all the way across the lower lash line. You know, actually, thinking about it, I probably should put a little bit of black liner under there, give it some depth. So we'll take a little bit of our cake liner now that I'm thinking about it. And I'm just gonna focus that right into the lashes and across, and kind of the waterline on the outer corner. It's a soft application, and then I'm gonna take a smudge brush and soften that up. Blend that out a little bit. And now I'll take on our little flat brush here, some Leo, and blend. I think a nice smoky lower lash line will look good today. All right, and we'll take a little bit of mochi on the same brush, just cleaned it off. I'm gonna come right underneath and blend that out. And I am blending down pretty low, but it's not like it's all over my cheek or anything, to where it's not giving us that sick, sallow look. Any touching up I need to do here. All right, pretty intense, huh? Okay, and that is pretty much the lower lash line. So I'm gonna catch the other eye up, and we'll be back. And we're back. Eyes are done, aside from some mascara, which we'll get to in a minute. But yeah, I think now is a good time for some contour, bronze, blush action. What do I want to use? All right, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of the Film Star Bronze and Glow. I think we'll use that for our bronzer today, since I'm pretty ghostly looking. All my self-tan has come off, and the foundation I am testing or reviewing today is very light. I'm going to take a little bit of the contour, the bronze shade, and I'm going to apply it a little high, right up in here. Nice little bronzer action. I'm going to take some of this bronzer shade, Bronze and Glow, and I'm going to put it just right out here on a blending brush, and just kind of give the eyeshadow a little something to blend into that, and it merges in with the rest of the skin, if that makes sense. It's a trick I like to do, especially if you're using a color that's not like natural to one skin tone, like green. It's nice to take a little bit of a bronzer shade and treat it like as a true transition. Not necessarily like something you put in your crease, but something right here that can fade into the rest of the skin. And also gives a little lift by placing it right there. It just helps everything look very blended and a little bit more cohesive to me. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit around the nose. And come right up in here. Just a little bit of shape. And to bring in just a little more warmth, I'm going to take the Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Medium, I believe. Yeah. And I'm just going to take it very lightly on a fluffy brush. This is a cream, but it's a lot like the putty bronzers, where it plays pretty well over a set face. Even though I haven't like super duper set down my face, I have powdered a little bit. But I find that you can pick this up on a pretty large fluffy brush, kind of knock off the excess, and take it around where you might want a little bit more warmth. As ghostly as I am today, I feel like I need a little bit of warmth. I'm very pale. And I'm going to apply this like where I would my blush. Kind of higher up on the face. A little bit more of a sun-kissed placement. I really enjoy this product for when I do have self-tan on, to help my face really match my body well. And I'm going to take my sponge here that I used earlier. Just really make sure that it's blended in nicely. Okay, press everything in. Now we do a little bit of blush. Where'd it go? Where did it go? I literally just had a blush. Okay. I'm going to use this one from e.l.f. This is in some of the putty blushes, and it's in the shade Bahamas, which is just a really pretty warm orangey type of shade. A different brush that doesn't have bronzer on it. I take a little bit of this. Make sure it's worked in really well. Okay. Yeah, that's some nice warmth. A little bit around here, around the temple, where I would highlight. Gives the face a nice lift. And for highlight, I'm going to take I thought about using a highlighter in the Bronzing Glow, but I think I'm going to use this one from Jaclyn Cosmetics. And it is Sparks because it has that nice kind of greenish tint to it. I think it'd be really pretty with this look. So I'm going to take that one, a little highlighting brush here. I'm just going to pat that right here on the highest points. Alright, and I'm going to take this on a small brush and hit the inner corner. This looks so pretty over green. Look at that. That gives such a gorgeous glow just right there on that inner part of the eye. You could even take a little bit on the center of the lid. It would look gorgeous, but I kind of want to keep that part matte. So I'm liking the way that looks. And I'm going to take a little bit on the brow bone as well. Fluffy brush and just light application right here. Been into a glowy brow bone lately. Bring a little bit up there. Oh, the glow. Okay. Now, let's touch these brows up real quick. And we'll go ahead and pop on some mascara. We're back for the lips and we'll be all done. Just got the brows touched up and mascara on. Nothing will ever compare to Bite Beauty Upswing. What am I going to do now? Can some brand come in and do like they did with Becca and just save the mascara, please? It's so good. Nothing has been a dupe of it. For lips, I want to go in with Vive and what we got here? Bark and Power Suit. I think that would look really good with this situation. So let's go ahead and line those lips. Yeah, that's the color. Perfect. Here is our look all complete. I think it's really fun. Kind of grungy, a little bit fall, a little bit of my soft gothic glam over here. Haven't done this in a while. Haven't done like full on like eyeshadow like this in a while, huh? I've been doing very soft looks lately. It's just been my vibe. So I feel like we need to do a little color, a little bit of glam. And of course, revisit Gemini since it is available once again. And yeah, this is how everything came out and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not going to do any setting spray or anything like that because I don't want to mess up the finish of the foundation because I am doing a review of it. So yeah, that's why I skipped that step. But otherwise, here is the look. And I think it's going to be kind of perfect. We're going to multiple rock shows tonight. We're going to see one band at one place and then another band at another place. So I feel like this is a good vibe right here. But anyways, let me know down below what you think. And would you like to see some more looks with the Gemini palette? I am going to be purchasing Gemini 2. I promise it's just taking me a minute to get it. But anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for hanging out and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay spooky. Bye now.